Well, it's looking like France is going to send troops to Ukraine. What does that mean, right? I told you we would be physically in this any time now. If you get France over there and they start getting their troops injured, killed, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to widen this war out to more countries being physically involved in it, right? Right now, it's just a proxy war between the United States and Russia. We all know that. Number two, what's the end goal over there? Do you honestly think Russia's going to give back the area that they've took over to the river? I've told you this whole time, it looks to me like all Russia wants is to the river. Well, now, this is going to break off into something bigger, right? Because if you get French soldiers injured, killed over there, it opens it up to more and more countries sending troops in. That's the whole plan of this. They know what they're doing. They've already got this pre-planned out of what's going to go on over there. How many times did we hear Biden say we're not going to send tanks, we're not going to send F-16s, we're not going to send troops over there, we're not going to do nothing over there, right? We're just going to give them money, right? Well, we started off, we sent them money. Then we sent drones, and then we sent ammunition. We were sending all kinds of stuff, right? We're sending tanks. We're sending F-16s. This eventually probably will get into something big. When is it going to happen? I don't know. I told you before, with the election year going on, it could pop off any time between now and then. It really could. You know, a lot of people think Trump's going to come in and he's going to just... I don't think Trump would stop it. I think he'll keep giving them money. I really do. I think he'll keep sending money over there. Why? I don't know. There's something going on over there that we don't know what's going on. Of course, everybody's saying that Biden's getting kickbacks from it and everything else, but there's more to play over there than just average people know. And I don't know what it is, but there's something we're hiding over there. There is something that we do not want other people to get over there. And it's wars are always fought over resources. We know that. You know, resources and money. The economy's going bad, start a war. It makes your economy go up, right? Who remembers a couple of years ago, Biden was wanting a lot more ammunition plants to open back up in the United States, right? And then what happened right after that? Well, we're not going to import ammunition from Russia no more. All this stuff is pre-planned in steps that we don't know. You might get lucky and guess what's going on, but this whole thing over there stinks to high heavens. You still got Israel and them fighting over there. Have you noticed also that we don't hear a lot about stuff? It's big news, right? For a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, and then it's crickets. We don't hear much about it. The Russia-Ukraine war is very strange to me because we see no embedded reporters with them. We don't see frontline action pictures or nothing like that. We only see what they allow us to see, right? Also, you got to remember, Ukraine, their draft, what is it, like 18 to 60 or 65 years old? By now, you would think they would have everybody over there initiated into some kind of military job, right? Either on the front lines fighting or in the rear with the gear keeping stuff coming, right? Eventually, Ukraine's going to run out of troops here. That's something you got to think about. Ukraine is going to run out of troops. Who is going to fill that void? A lot of people are going to say it's Nato, you know. They're trying to get Russia to bite on something so they can jump in there is what's going on. They're trying to get Russia to do something to get NATO involved in this. And of course you hear all the time if NATO gets involved it's going to be immediately nuclear war. I don't believe that. Now that's not to say some crazy person couldn't set off a nuclear bomb, right? What I'm saying is I don't see a use of a nuclear weapon over there. Now could it be some kind of false flag event? Yes. The way everything's going right now, everything is just a big show. They'll show you one thing and do something else, right? I mean, it's gotten to that point where you can't trust news reporters. You can't trust nobody because it's all one-sided. Honestly, I don't think Ukraine's probably doing too good over there right now. And I've always said if Russia wanted to steamroll Ukraine, they could have. But they chose not to go in like that, right? They chose not to go in just full bore on them. They didn't. We don't hear a lot of going on over there no more, do we? We hear these little attacks or whatever that's happening inside of Russia. And you know that's because we're doing it. We're giving them the equipment to do it. We probably even got people that's showing them everything, right? It's the United States doing it. But yet, we're not at war with them. Eventually Russia will bite on this and it'll cause a huge war. When will that happen? I don't know. I'm looking more towards before the election. Who's to say, let's say Donald Trump wins the election, right? Russia starts a big war. Let's say Donald Trump loses the election. Biden, he knows he's got 4 more years. Then he gets a little bit more into this over there, right? He starts sending more stuff over there. He starts sending people, right? At the end of the day, I think this is going to break off into something big. When, I don't know. France sending soldiers over there, they probably already had them over there and we're just now knowing about it and they're saying they're going to send them. But what they're using them for is bait. Just like our soldiers in the Middle East that's still there, they're using them as bait to try to get a larger action when something happens to them. Plain and simple. Advisors, all this stuff over. We've been in Ukraine this whole time. You can't prove to me that we haven't. We've had special forces, we've had CIA spooks, we've had all that over there since probably before this started. But it's getting to the point now where something big is going to come from this. When is it going to happen? That's the question everybody wants to know, and I don't know. I would say any time now. Any time now. Could it be 10 years from now? Yes. But I don't see it going on that long without a NATO country being involved, getting fully involved with it, right? When the F-16s get there, where are they going to launch the F-16s from? Putin's done said, we're going to hit the bases where these fighter jets launch from, right? Well, how do you do that? If you're NATO and you're wanting to get involved in it and you need a reason to get involved in it, well, let's launch them from over here, right? Let's launch them from this NATO country, and then when Putin retaliates, then he's attacking NATO. It's all a big game to them. It really is. It's all a big game. I firmly believe also that we'll never know the true answers of what's going on over there. We won't, because they're not allowed to report on it, right? You don't see embedded reporters with the soldiers over there. You don't see it. Any other war, you get all kinds of stuff. Look what's going on in Israel, right? You had reporters right there on the ground. But when they start not allowing reporters, that makes me think there's something either going on or not going on that they don't want us to know about. They just want us to keep sending that money, right? Keep sending that money. A lot of people say, well, we need to send them all the money we can. We need to stop communism, right? Fight them over there so we don't fight them over here. The same thing they told people back during the Vietnam War. Fight them over there so we don't fight them over here. That money's not coming out of politicians' pockets. It's not. It's coming out of yours and mine. That's who's paying for all this. That's who pays for everything in America. It does not come from the politicians' pockets. Guys, we're living in some crazy times right now. We really are. The French army, you do your own studying on them. And why would they be sending them over there, right? Bait. Plain and simple bait. They want them to get hit. They want them to get injured. So they can have a bigger reason to get involved in stuff. But let me know your thoughts on this. I'm not real sure what this deal with, other than it's bait. It's plain and simple they're using them as bait. Let me know your thoughts on this. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Stay safe. Keep prepping. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We've gained a bunch of subscribers this week. Guys, stay safe. Keep prepping. And what's your thoughts on this with France sending troops? I don't know.